All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me? See, there's a few people in here. 4:20 today. Light them up if you got them. I don't. We're going to be doing some finger picking tonight on the guitar. Got a few songs lined up, and then we're going to do some chatting after that. He says, can hear good. Yes, okay, good. Well, let's go ahead and play a few songs then, I guess. How's that sounding there? Got a fly buzzing around. Said sounds sweet. Okay, that's good. That was one of Elvis's earliest songs, but it was a blues song. I can't remember who originally did it, but it was on one of Elvis's Sun records, in Memphis. Let's do some Blind Boy Fuller. Somebody asked me about that last week. I'll play a little bit of that. So step it up and go. That's a Blind Boy Fuller from the 40s, I believe. Little Piedmont blues. He was probably one of the most popular Piedmont guys of that time, you know. What's everybody thinking over there? Looks like it's sounding good. Let's do another Piedmont blues tune. Let's do Railroad Bill. Kind of sounds like a country song, but it's actually a blues song. Real person this song is about. Railroad Bill there. Song was popular up in the mountains, I'm pretty sure. Like Alan Lomax caught a few people playing it on tape. Let's do one I've never done before on this channel. Let's try Sitting on Top of the World. Somebody asked for Doc Watson last week. Give this one a shot.
Sitting on top of the world.
my tree. Get out of my orchard, let my peaches be. Now she's gone, I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Why don't you come here running, holding out your hand? Gonna get me a woman like you got your man. Spring, one sunny day, my sweetheart left me, she went away. Now she's gone, I don't know, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. That song, I'm pretty sure, was originally done by the Mississippi Sheiks, I believe around 1930. So it's basically a Delta blues song. How about some Pink Anderson, the Pink and Pink Floyd? He came from Spartanburg, South Carolina. He was a Piedmont blues musician. I got a video coming up pretty soon on him, actually, and I'm going to do this song if I don't flub the lyrics. But also really appreciate your super chats and things like that. I don't know how much money I'll make off this stream. It might get demonetized because I say like all sorts of really, you know, rough things that makes YouTube cry and stuff. Alright, this song is called I Got Mine. I went down to a big crap game where the certainly was against my will. Lost every goddamn nickel I had for a greenback dollar bill. There was a $40 bet laying on the floor. My buddy's point was 9. When the police came, he caught all of us. I got mine, let me tell you. I got mine. Grabbed that money and out the back door, I went flying. Ever since that big crap game, I've been living on chicken and wine. I'm a leader in high society, folks. I got mine. I went down to a turkey feast where that dinner was certainly fine. 15 minutes before the table was set, all them jitterbugs fell in line. When they brought them gobblers in, all Jody's eyes did shine. Talk about a rascal grabbing. I got mine. I got mine, let me tell you. I got mine. Grabbed that turkey by the wing and out the window I went mine. Tried to make it to a hiding place, but I didn't get there in time. Some hungry rascal grabbed me by the coat. I got mine. There's a barber shop, it's over in town, and it's over on North Front Street. It's the only place on a Saturday night we gamblers get to meet. Some comes in for a haircut, others come in for a scrap. When you see my buddies are there, we mean to shoot some craps. Hollering 7 and 11, won't you come? If you don't 7, I'll hand you the dice while I'm done. See the police, boy, he sees me and gonna run. I'm a leader in high society, folks. I got mine. we got one super chat there. I'll read that when I come over there and talk to y'all. All the super chats, like I'll read those as soon as I get off this guitar and get to where I can actually read stuff. Like I'm too far away from the computer, but I appreciate that, man. Really could use those. That's how I make money on these live things. Also got a Patreon you can sign up for. You get exclusive stuff on there. You can get early access to videos, the MP3s. Depends on what level you sign up for. Also consider that. That was a little Pink Anderson for you. He didn't write that one. That one came from a guy out in Memphis. I think it was Frank Stokes, I believe. Let me see. Let me get this cable out of my way. Shall we do here? How about some Blind Willie? Got to pick up the 12 string here. How about some coughing? I did a video on Blind Willie McTell not too long ago. You also check that one out if you haven't seen it. He's kind of a local guy for me. He worked out of Thompson, Georgia. Right, but actually no, he lived in Fort Gordon near Augusta, so even closer to where I'm at. But he was born in Thompson, Georgia. And he wrote this song that was covered by the Allman Brothers. It's called the Statesboro Blues. Okay, I think that'll be the only 12-string song for tonight. I hate playing these things. They're impossible to keep tuned, and they're hard to play. This live, you get all the fuck-ups, too. Every lyric I flub, every note that I flub is going to be here on the internet permanently on the public record. Isn't that great? Oh, let's see what we got here. Let's do Stack of Lee. Mississippi John Hurt, I think, has the most popular version of this, outside of the one that came out in the 50s and was like a R&B hit. Stack of Lee, real person also, by the way, just like Railroad Bill. Some Mississippi Fingerpicking by Mississippi John Hurt. They were doing a bit of that in the Delta too, and around Memphis and stuff. I'll do a little short instrumental one for you. My great grandfather actually wrote a song. It was just a really simple, short piece. And it was passed down to me by my father. Like, he learned it, and I learned it from him. His name was Cal Turner, my great-grandfather from Edgefield, South Carolina. And, never met him, but he wrote this little piece. Yeah, so there's one, written by my great grandfather. I don't know what he even called it. Used to have his guitar too. It got stolen. It was like an Alvarez, like from the 70s. Oh, and that was his radio right there too. That 1930s radio, which I've yet to plug up and see if it works. I think I'll do that on a video, but might do it live. See if I can burn my building down here. That's a RCA radio from about 1935. I think I'll play one more good finger picking song, then I'll come over there and have a little chit chat with y'all. Now, this isn't originally a finger picking song. I actually arranged it that way. It's the Muddy Waters. Got a video on it called Mojo Working. Got my mojo work, but it just don't work on me. Got my mojo work, but it just don't work on me. I'm so in love with you, woman, don't know what to do. I'm going down Louisiana, gonna get me a mojo hand. I'm going down Louisiana, gonna get me a mojo hand. I'm gonna have all you women right in the palm of my hand. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on me. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on me. I'm going down Louisiana, gonna get me a mojo hand. I'm going down Louisiana, gonna get me a mojo hand. I'm gonna have all you women right under my command. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. All right. That's some Muddy Waters. I'm going to come over there and have a little chit chat and read some of these super chats that I've gotten on here. All right. All right, how's everybody doing here? Let me read these super chats real quick. Where do they start? Phil Christopher's $30. Well, thank you for that. I got mine too. Here is a little bit to help you out. Here, I got mine too. Here is a little bit to help you out. Thank you very much for that. Let's see, Mr. Peter Russo, $20. Thank you very much. Your repertoire is insane. Thanks for keeping roots music alive, brother. I'll try to. And we got a, let's see, a $10 Canadian from Thunderbolt. Just says thank you. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see, Uncommon Sense $4.99. Thank you very much for that. And he sent me a some kind of squirrely thing. And Uncle H here. Damn, Uncle H, $100. Really, really grateful for that. I'm putting you in my monthly budget, kid. You're a great kid. And let's see, what have y'all got going on tonight here? I'm gonna open me a beer, and I'm gonna light up a cigar and turn my air conditioner on. Let me know if the air conditioner is too loud. I've got compression on this mic tonight, so it's probably going to be picking up all sorts of stuff. Let's see. See if I can read this stuff. It's kind of the camera tripod is kind of in my way. All right. Definitely save that tube radio revitalization for its own video. Could make for excellent clickbait. Yeah. Like, will it burn my house down? Yeah. I remember the thing working when I was a kid, though. I mean, it's just it's an AM radio, and I think it's got like some shortwave on it too. I don't think the tuning dial works though. I know I'm gonna have to fix that. I think the string broke on it. That thing looks pretty gnarly when you look inside of it. It just looks like the inside of a guitar amp. It's got all these damn tubes. Drinking the wretched Michelob Ultra tonight. Trying to lose a little weight. I can't believe I'm drinking this fucking crap. It's like alcoholic Alka-Seltzer. But no, they actually sell seltzer now, don't they, with alcohol in it? Haven't tried that. I'll be playing in Lincolnton, Georgia this Saturday. If anybody wants to come out and see me at a place called Willie Max. It's on Soap Creek. It's going to be with the Electric Band. It's a rock and roll crowd out there. They like a lot of rock. I do as much blues as I can. But a lot of it's going to be stuff I got tired of hearing 20 years ago, like rock songs and stuff. Where's my lighter? Actually piss on that. I'm gonna put this out and get my cigar. I've had that cigar sitting around for a couple of weeks. Germans call that Pisswasser. Yeah. There's a certain German guy whose birthday it is today. Do you know that? Do you have any Blind Blake in the portfolio? Tommy Johnson. Before I leave tonight, I might whip out a Blind Blake one. Tommy Johnson, I know Canned Heat. I got a video on it somewhere, but I ain't got no lyrics handy on me. Where is my cigar? See, Uncle H, you're a legend. Yeah, that guy's great. Hats off to you. I'm gonna buy a prepaid card and give Edward a tip soon. Well, thank you very much for that, Mr. Dollar Store Quality. I think I remember you were like in the last stream. Um, let's see. He says here, I'm a self-taught guitarist, so some things aren't obvious to me, and I'm just finding out after some years. Are most of those songs in the same key? Yeah, I mean, let's see. There were a few in E. There was a few in G, and a few in D. Yeah. So you've got basically 3 keys going on there. Is there one in another key? I think that was the only 3 keys I used tonight. Kind of wish I'd had a capo for a stack of lead. It came off as sounding like a little too low for my range when I was singing it. What do we got here? We got a punch classico. Okay. And I don't see anything to cut it with, so we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Your mouth full of tobacco. And you gotta toast the end of it with this crack lighter so it tastes right. Almost there. Waste all my butane. That'll work. I think I bit it too much. This thing's drawing like air. Wish you could do a video on Wet Willie, Pearly Brown lawsuit. I think my old man used to go see Wet Willie back in the 70s. He, like the harmonica guy, right? Do you play Harry Spalding's Cairo Blues? I don't think I know that one. Let's see. Got it. That makes sense. With those keys, you can use pretty much all open strings. Yeah. If you're playing with like slide, then you're usually at open tuning. Like it's usually either open G or open E. But I was in standard tuning today. That would sound really interesting with the open tuning and doing finger picking like that. Cigar looks tasty. Oh yeah, I used to smoke one of these very cigars every day, and I didn't feel like going broke, so I had to back off from them. And see these lucky strikes here, which I'm trying to quit. They're actually cheap as hell. They're like $4 and something a pack around here, and they're cool. I wonder if I can roll them up in my shirt sleeve. Let's see if it works. Hang on. Let's do something my grandpa might have done back in the 50s. Yeah, Vinny, kick his ass. Yeah, works. What are you rebelling against, Johnny? What do you got? Let's see. D Burnstam for $10. Thank you very much for that. He says, got any Charlie Patton, any favorite Charlie Patton tunes? I like Spoonful of Blues a lot. In fact, I'm thinking about doing that pretty soon. I do it on my lap with the resonator. I think that's the way he was playing it, like on his lap on one of those old Stellas. Just the vocals on that one. It's hard to sing like that guy. Know any Barbecue Bob? No, I don't think I know anything by him. I know who you're talking about. He played out of Atlanta. He was he was one of those Georgia guys, like Piedmont type of blues. And if I'm not mistaken, he played a 12 string. Love to see you play the resonator tonight. I ain't got it on me in here. You know, I might be able to go get it later. But out in my building here. I got the 12 string and the Martin. Oh, that's the only two I've got in here. Squirrel pee. Yeah, yes indeed. I've never drunk squirrel piss, but I would imagine that's about what this tastes like. Any Tampa Red? If I did a Tampa Red song, I'd probably get somebody to accompany me on it. See, he was doing like a lot of single string slide solos. How about some of that cosmetology math stuff you talk about? I don't think I have any to teach tonight. I think did I erase it from my board? Well, might have. Let me see. What model is the Martin you're playing? I'm thinking of saving up and biting the bullet soon. Thanks. I have to read the numbers on that thing every time. I never memorize them. Let me see. Triple OX1AE. It's actually a pretty cheap one. It's got a spruce top, but there's no finish on the spruce top, and it's got a pickup in it too. I've got an expensive Martin in the house, like I'm borrowing from somebody, but I decided to use that one tonight because this is the one I'm more used to. I've had that one 20 years. It was my dad's. Oh, let me turn this guitar mic off. I might leave that on, Hill. Let's see. Have you played "You Was Born to Die" by Blind Willie McTell? I thought about doing that one in the video, but I already knew Statesboro, so I just did that one. Have you thought of doing more studio covers of some of your older covers? Well, the album I've been working on is, all the recording part of it is done. I'm just trying to mix it all, like that. That's what we're working on right now, and so that should be out soon. Next time, can you do Doc Watson's Deep River Blues? I can try to learn that. I don't know it, but yeah. I think I know his version of. What that freight train, burn, burn, burn. It's kind of like Railroad Bill. Let's see. Wow, that pronunciation is perfect. Oh, I don't know. You're giving me props on English. I'm pretty bad at it. What was I pronouncing? Hey Edward, how you doing tonight? Also, great guitar player, by the way. Appreciate that. I'm doing pretty good. Just playing and stuff. Don't forget to do the barbecue video, he says. Oh yeah, I'm gonna barbecue some ribs and film that. Since the weather is really nice right now. I hate waiting until the middle of summer to barbecue because you're going to be out in the yard for like 6 hours. I do it, low and slow, the way you're supposed to do it. We're in the South here. We cook this stuff really slow. How about Jimmy Rogers? I know T for Texas. If I get the lyrics to it, like I've actually got T for Texas on my Patreon channel, a video I did of it. One of those exclusive ones. Pronunciation of my username. Oh, okay. Yeah, D Bernstam. God, I used to smoke like 2 of these every day. Not just one, like 2. I mean, they're really good cigars. I used to be like a cigar head. And I was like, man, I'm kind of running out of money here. So it's like a once in a while treat for me now. I'm drinking Bush in the can, so don't feel bad. Oh no. Yeah, I used to drink Bush when I was like 18. I did the natty ice too back then. Yeah, can't do that shit anymore. When I'm drinking piss, like I'll show you. If you want to buy a piss, like this is the one to get. I think this has got the best taste for the money. It's always the cheapest one at the store, and it tastes pretty good. It's just don't have that weird Budweiser shit going on. It's a Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Good cigars are not cheap. No, they're not. And he says bad cigars aren't cheap anymore either. Yeah. Like they actually have these at my local grocery store, and a few times I've had the like the girl working the cash register ask me like, "So you gonna get high with that?" Like, no, this thing's like $7. It's like if I was gonna put pot in it, like I'd get one of the cheap ones and cut it open, you know. 4:20 here in Seattle. You doing something naughty over there? Well, it's legal there, isn't it? Yeah, in Washington, yeah. Not in South Carolina. I'm convinced we'll be the very last state to legalize it. We're the last state to legalize everything. How about that Hill Country Blues? Do you listen to any Junior Kimbrough? I might learn some R.L. Burnside or something like that and play for y'all. You know. I have a buddy that goes to Canada and he'll bring back Cubans. Oh damn, bring me one. I've never had a Cuban. Yeah, they need to end that stupid embargo. I mean, we're friends with countries who suck way worse than Cuba has ever sucked. Nah, he says, nah, Texas will be the last place pot is legal. Well, as far as like raising the alcohol in beer, I believe we were the last. Texas did it before us. Like we used to have a law where you couldn't get over 6% alcohol in a beer. Then North Carolina said, "Nah, piss on that," and then Georgia followed suit, and then we followed suit. So yeah, about all you could get here was crap at a certain point in history. Do you have a PO box or something? I can send you one. I ain't actually got one. Maybe I should open one up. Like I can do one of those send me your stuff things. I can do videos on it. What do you think about BB King? Well, he was great. I mean, he was BB King. I had chances to see him when he was still alive. I never got to go see him. I play The Thrill Is Gone with the band all the time. And I have a Lucille over there in the house too, actually, but it's not mine. It's on loan. But my favorite of the Three Kings was Freddie King. I always liked his guitar playing the best. You can find good cigars in the Florida Keys. Well, I bet that's closer to the action. I only went to Florida like a couple times when I was a kid. I never hung out there much. Says you should check out uh, Cam Kimbrough here on YouTube. He's still playing the hill country blues of his grandfather and R.L. Burnside. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look him up. So he's got an album cover ready. I still need to take a picture for that. Listening to a lot of Barbecue Bob at the moment. Very unique sound. Yeah, I believe he played a 12 string. He was kind of in the same scene as like Blind Willie and stuff. Curly Weaver. Hmm. Let's see, Pumbaa Danny. So there's 420 everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I don't smoke, so I can't celebrate today. Stuff never agreed with me very, very well. I don't think I've had a joint in probably 15 years. I just like tobacco. I was always a lot more into alcohol than than pot. I mean, it probably would have been better off being a pothead. Do you like Mississippi Fred McDowell? Okay, that's a hill country guy. Yeah, he was really good. I was thinking about doing Good Morning Little Schoolgirl in a video or something. It's cheaper than alcohol here. Oh, damn. That's pretty cool. Huh. I don't even know like how much it costs these days for a quarter or a dime or whatever. I mean, I think when I was 18, I bought a dime bag for I think it was like $10 or something like that. I bought it because a chick I was friends with wanted to smoke it, and I smoked it with her. Let me see. Do you know, bro? One of my buddies is a lot like you, and he doesn't like pot either. Yeah, it just doesn't agree with everybody. It always gave me anxiety and stuff, and made me feel kind of stupid. I mean, yeah, it kind of used to give me like the old like I'm having a heart attack, like that kind of thing. Buddy guy is still performing live. Saw him in Atlanta a month ago. He still got it. Damn, I wish he'd come back to Augusta, man. Yeah, I can't believe he's still out there doing that. Was he 80 something? Florida is a crazy place. I've spent 32 years of my life there. Well, yeah, we all hear about Florida in the news. There's Florida man. Florida man's always up to something. You know, Florida man fucks a dog. Like the world's worst superhero. No nickels, no dimes anymore. Huh. Let's see. It used to be me, but not anymore. I don't know if I tried it now. I might be all right. I don't know. I have no idea. I used to enjoy it like more when I was like pissed drunk. I think that kind of took the edge off of it. Okay, well, I just plowed right through that damn beer. Let's see. Oh, they're selling it in ounces and grams now. Well, yeah, that's a quarter is like a quarter ounce, right? That's, hmm. Woof, that'll get you demonetized. Yeah. Probably says. What was it that I said? Let me see. Just talking about pot or whatever. I don't know. It's legal so many places now. I don't think they would care at this point. Let's see, and no stems and no seeds. Okay, so you're buying it like commercially and stuff from a store. Huh. Do you listen to the Allman Brothers? I don't listen to them too much. My favorite Southern rock band has always been Black Oak, Arkansas. In fact, I might have one right here. Well, the record's not in here. Yeah, this here, if you haven't heard of them, is probably the best Southern rock band. They were definitely the raunchiest and the drunkest and the stupidest. So yeah, I like Black Oak, Arkansas a lot. My dad was into them a lot too. Oh, the record, damn record fell out. Hold on a second. Oop, it's got ashes all over my records. Black Oak, Arkansas had the most fucked up singer you've ever heard in your life. Like he kind of sounded a little bit like Howlin' Wolf, but he was like a little crazier. Sounded to be like, drive me, hot rod. You know, hot rod being a euphemism for something else. Raunchiest, drunkest, and stupidest. Yeah, it sounds great for a rock band. Oh yeah, yeah. That was a rock and roll band. There, they weren't just a a country band on steroids like some of the other southern rock bands were. Thoughts on Leonard Skinner? Well, playing gigs for 25 years, you know, I've kind of I've kind of grown to dislike them just after being asked to play Sweet Home Alabama every single week of my life. I mean, they had good music. For a lot of musicians, you know, if you play everywhere, they kind of get run into the ground. There's a lot of really good records by lots of bands I can't even listen to anymore because I've heard it so much, like it's been ruined for me. Live at the Fillmore East is a masterpiece. Dwayne is a god on the slide. Yeah, I actually saw the Allman Brothers. I forgot about that. Yeah, I saw them when I was a kid. I was probably about 12 or something. My best friend, like his parents were like hippies, and they took us to see the Allman Brothers in Augusta. This would have been about let me think here, about 95, something like that. We were on the floor. I think they looked kind of drunk when I saw them. Free Bird! Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Thoughts on Johnny Winter? What a great blues guitarist. Yeah, I like hearing some Johnny sometimes. Can you do a cover of Black Oak, Arkansas? I don't know if I can sing like that. I mean, I believe there was one gig, like acoustic gig, that I did with another guy, where I sang Uncle Elijah. Yeah, but it didn't sound very good. I can't sing that way. I mean, he had a very very unique voice. Well, I'm out of this pea water. Let me. Ooh, we're gonna kick it up a notch now. Now we're drinking real beer. Ooh, yeah. God, I'm a motherfucker that drinks like Chimay Blue and stuff. The only drawback of these Miller High Lifes is, yeah, you sit them down too hard or something, they can go off like a volcano. Piper Dandy has a YouTube page. Yeah, I saw that. I saw her like riding around in a car with her dad, and she was like secretly recording him and stuff. Let's see. You're lucky to know that about Tweed. Tweed. Hmm. Let's see. Ever heard of Robert Lucas? I don't think so. Usually, the newer they are, the less I know about them. And I don't even know all the people from 100 years ago. There were a lot of them. They actually in the 20s they found out that blues records would sell, and they started recording all kind of people. I think it was Blind Lemon Jefferson that probably opened it up for like country blues. Like when he got popular, they started finding every you know solo dude with a guitar and recording them. Is the cool hat the source of your power? Well, this is a new one here. This is a Stetson. So yeah, I must say it is pretty cool. Speaking of Jim Dandy, have you played the Gretsch Jim Dandy? It's got a great old timey parlor sound, great for blues, and really cheap. What was the one I played? I think I played somebody's like modern parlor guitar. And I think it might have been a Gretsch, or was it a Recording King or something? I can't remember. Let's see, a 3 finger Z, a 4 finger Z. Um, hmm, not sure what you're getting at there. So as far as like guitar picking, I like when I'm finger picking, I use 3 fingers a lot of the time. Let's see, died a few years ago. Was it who died a few years ago? J. You talking about the JW? Um, Hang on. Or are you talking about the Lucas guy? See, yep, a nickel was 5. In Washington, you can get a gram for that. Huh. I've heard like the states where it's legal now, they've got like a lot of kind of like boutique weed up there. Like you can't just go to the store and get some cheap ass dank. That's what I've heard. I was hearing that when they first legalized it in Colorado. So I mean, can you go to the store and just buy like some, just some damn, cheap bullshit weed, or is it all like like designer weed? Oh, he's talking about this 1 finger Z, 2 finger. Okay, they're talking about zigzag. Yeah, that's the damn papers. Okay. Nope, it's all got brand names. Yeah, skunk weed. He says there are new strains out every other minute now. It's kind of gotten like beer. They're starting to kind of dick around with it a little too much, I guess. I can't get a porter now that doesn't have like peanut butter and shit in it and coffee and stuff in it. In California, they sell bulk dank for cooking. What would you make with it besides brownies? I don't. I mean, I'm kind of chefy actually. I don't know what the taste of weed would go good with. And I know a guy that makes gummy bears out of it. Saw them with sticks in 1977 at the Michigan State Fair. Let's see. Oh, a black oak. I saw Tommy Shaw one time, like when I was a kid. I think I told that story on the last video where I went to see the damn Yankees when I was 10 with my dad. We were there to see Nugent. Tweeds is tweeds. So that I guess that's some weed slang there that I don't know. Like, Four Fingers was a lid. Okay, yeah, I now see. I never heard about a lid even 20 years ago. I think that was more of a thing like back in my dad's day in the 70s. Like he talked about a lid just being a big old bag filled to the top with it or something. Tried hemp IPA, very strange. Tasted like liquid weed. Yes, some of those IPAs kind of taste like weed anyway. I mean, the hops that they put in beer are a cousin of hemp. And it's said to be like a mild sedative, but I don't know if that's true. What is the best bluegrass song in the world, and could you play it for us? Hmm. I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, I was always a big Bill Monroe guy. I mean, I used to like In the Pines a lot. I did a version of that on this channel that was more like the Lead Belly version, but I'd actually used Bill Monroe's lyrics for that because I actually can remember them. Hmm. Might do some In the Pines later on. I'd rather have a Guinness than any pot. Yeah, that sounds about like me. Yeah, I'd rather drink a Guinness or a Mackeson's triple stout, maybe like something a little heavier than Guinness. But a Guinness will do in a pinch. Favorite Robert Johnson tune? Hmm. Ooh, that's it's hard to pick favorites with me. Like especially with somebody like that, where I like just about everything they got. I mean, I like Sweet Home Chicago. I play that just about every week, no matter what band I'm in. I make them play it. Crossroad Blues, of course. Rambling on My Mind, real good song. I like Steady Rolling Man lyrically. Like I think that's some of his best lyrics. I'm the man that rolls when icicles hanging on the trees. You can hear me hollering down on my bending knees. I mean, the guy like lyrically was like the Shakespeare of blues music. He had the best lyrics you're ever gonna hear. He was a great storyteller. There's a lot of the blues music that came out back then was very like the verses were very disjointed, like they didn't relate to each other, and he was actually writing pieces that were more more coherent. Let's see. No Cuban cigars in the U.S. Nah, I haven't been able to find any. Hot tamales, great hokum. Oh, yeah. Talking about like hot tamales at the red hot, or old this is called Their Red Hot. That's the actual title of the song. Yeah. I should have learned some of Blind Boy Fuller's hokum. He had he had some of the funniest hokum songs, like banana in the fruit basket, shit like that. What's that? Smells like fish. That's one thing that really shocked me when I started getting into old blues music was just how dirty some of that stuff was back then. At a time when I thought people were a lot more uptight. Yeah, guess they didn't care as much as I thought. I mean, it wasn't until you got into like pretty deep into rock and roll, like into the rock and roll years, that you started hearing stuff that was as suggestive as some of that old blues stuff was back then. Love in Vain, Stones version. That's a good song. Let's see. Not Hokum, but Piccolo Rag. I'll have to give that one a listen. Know any Booker White? Yeah, I know Shake 'Em On Down. That's got a video on this channel. I play that one with the band too. Anybody in Georgia, like you ought to come out Saturday. See us at Willie Mac's in Lincolnton. Hang out a little bit. You won't get to hear any of my acoustic stuff. You'll get to hear some blues songs, but it's more of a rock crowd out there. It's one of those kind of normie crowds, and they like, you know, Rocky Mountain Way, stuff like that. Any thoughts about the Robert Johnson speed recording controversy? Yeah, I think it's bullshit. I mean, they tried to get the most accurate recording they could of people back then. I mean, it could be that the recordings were off a little bit, when they were. I mean, the shitty little machines they were recording them on. I think they were portable machines, but I don't think they were trying to be the Beatles back then and, and speed up their records, like to make them sound interesting. And nobody who knew him ever really said that the records didn't really sound like him. So I don't buy into it. I don't think they were doing that. Let's see. Damn, know any Milli Vanilli? Well, I'll tell you a little story. April Fools. I'm not bullshitting here. We were playing at a place in Eatonton, Georgia. Yeah, Lake Oconee. And I instructed the sound guy. We actually had a sound guy there to play Girl You Know Is True when we came up on stage, and we mimed to it. Then he cut the song off after about like 30 seconds. Like, we didn't get to do the whole song. Like, it's just interesting that you bring that up. Like, I just told the band, just kind of mime to it. Don't actually hit the drums. It's a pretty good April Fool's joke if he had kept the song going. Mississippi Sheiks. I played Sitting on Top of the World earlier, but it was a little closer to Doc Watson's version. That was their big hit, you know. Where in Georgia? I'm in Statesboro. I'll be in Lincolnton Saturday. That's about an hour from me. It's just a nice little drive out there. It's called Willie Max. It's on Soap Creek. It's like I think it's kind of connected with the lake or whatever. There's like a little marina out there. Really good place. They got really good food. You know. There weren't big rich labels with modern recording equipment. They were happy if the tape ran most of the time. Well, I think back in Robert Johnson's day, they didn't even have tape, or at least it wasn't in common usage. They were recording directly onto aluminum discs, and that would be the master disc. You know, they're just cutting the record into the aluminum. That's if you ever heard the term, we're gonna cut a record. That's where that came from. The guy would sit there with a little, almost like a makeup brush, and brush the filings off as it was cutting. If I'm not mistaken, that's why a lot of Robert Johnson stuff sounds pretty good for the time, because I believe we still have some of the old aluminum master discs that were cut like while he was in the room recording it. Huge fan from Indonesia right here. Oh, cool, man. I can't believe I have fans of this kind of music just from all over the world. I had no idea this stuff was so global until I started a YouTube channel. Lincolnton is 342 miles from my place in the Florida mainland. Oh, hell. Yeah, that's a bit of a drive right there. He says, "You are correct about Robert Johnson." Well, I always am. Thinking about doing something on that supposed footage that came out of him, which it is fake. It's of a guy that's not Robert Johnson because it was made after he died. But I mean, I remember reading Bob Dylan's book he wrote. What the hell was it called? I can't remember, but I read it, and he was talking about there's footage of Robert Johnson out there. He looked pretty cool, yeah. And so I looked it up, and it turns out it was made like slightly after he died, so it's not him in the video. I might do a YouTube video about that. Do you know any Gary Moore? What do you think of him as a blues guitarist? Well, he was very good. I mean, he the current band that I run right now, we were talking about doing a Gary Moore song about 5 or 6 years ago. It was a cover of a Albert King song. Actually, it was what it called? Oh, pretty woman. I think it was called Pretty Woman, but it's not the Roy Orbison Pretty Woman. It says Chronicles, I guess. Yeah, that's what the Bob Dylan book was called. Yeah, Chronicles. Very well written book, because Bob Dylan he's kind of good with words. I mean, you can tell it wasn't like a ghostwriter. You could tell it was him writing that stuff, because it sounds like Bob Dylan talking. Let's see. Maine U.S. fan here. Love the blues. You killed him. Yeah, I'm going to wish I was in Maine in about a month or two when the temperature goes up. It gets pretty goddamn bad here in South Carolina during the summer. And yeah, for you guys in Florida, like I really feel for you. I just got to be worse there. Says I'm in Buford, Georgia. Not sure where that is. And I've been all over Georgia. Like I don't pay attention to all the towns I'm riding by. Let's see. Going to see Billy Strings next Friday. Should be a good time. They knock them out, man. I haven't been to a concert in a few years now. The last person I saw, I believe, was Alice Cooper. Yeah. That'll be my third time for Alice Cooper. I've seen him more times than any other artist. Let's see. Pretty nice here today in San Diego. Oh, I bet it gets hot there in the middle of summer. But it's a little more dry out there, though, isn't it? It's not very humid. Like here, it gets humid, and it makes the heat like especially miserable. I learned Gary still got the blues for a cover band. Brings new respect when you learn any player's tune inside and out. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing covers my entire career. You know, good ones, bad ones, ones I don't give a shit about, mediocre ones. I mean, I try to stick with stuff I like. You have to find a balance between kissing the audience's ass, who usually has a musical IQ of about 65, and playing stuff that you actually enjoy playing. I mean, if you don't kiss a little ass, you won't make it too long. With gigs, you you won't be getting paid. So I like with the electric band, like I tend to lean towards really old stuff, like well not really old compared to stuff I play like normally, like on here, but yeah, I do a lot like some Hendrix and Cream and things like that, and some Beatles and whatever blues I can get away with. Tends to go over better in Georgia for some reason, like blues. Here in South Carolina, like audiences like just don't seem to be as bluesy here. But I get a lot of good responses in Georgia from the blues pieces. Like people will dance to it and stuff. It might be a historical thing. Most of South Carolina's blues came from like the top kind of corner of the state. That's the part of this state that kind of runs through the Piedmont. And I think a lot of people in the rest of the state like didn't get into it too much. Now this Carolina like beach music, this it's just basically like a retread of old R&B. Like sometimes they'll throw a blues song in there if it's the correct tempo for the kind of dancing that goes with that. The shag dancing. So yeah. If you're British, we have a dance here in South Carolina called the shag. You can go to like some beach music, show and watch a bunch of old people shag. LOL, they yell for Mustang Sally at every gig there too. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you've obviously been to South Carolina, I see. Yeah, I have played Mustang Sally enough times to where I would like to kick Wilson Pickett in the balls. See, did they ever give you a song list you got to play? No, no, they don't do that. You just kind of have to meet the expectations of the audience. Um, I, I've played like private things, like private parties and stuff, where they would ask for a song or two, that I didn't do. Like, just could you learn this for us? And like, yeah, yeah, I'll do that. Like, yeah, you hired me for like some kind of like a wedding or a party or something. I'll learn a couple of songs. Like, that's our song. Do you ever play north of the border and cool up here in Canada? I have never been to Canada. I've never been outside the United States. But yeah, like I was telling the guy from Maine earlier, like I'll probably wish I was in in Canada in a month or two. Wish I had like a house like up in Canada I could just go to in the middle of the summer. What's the hottest it gets there in the summer? About what, 80 degrees maybe? Have you checked out Marcus King? I don't think I have. It kind of rings a bell, but it's not registering with me. Have you ever played at Georgia Southern? Pretty decent music scene. Nah, I've never played there. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Mr. TT is giving me like PTSD flashbacks, like mentioned in Mustang Sally. And Northerners want to come down during the winter. Yeah, the town I live in is actually kind of a Yankee colony, believe it or not. Like, but back in the 30s, we had an area here called the Winter Colony. Rich Yankees would come down here and stay, during the winter. Uh, like FDR among them, like, and just people like that. And then they just started moving down here permanently. So we actually have a pretty large Yankee population here. Didn't Black Oak, Arkansas have two lead guitars? Yeah, I think they were one of those bands with like too many guitar players. Were they? I mean, I've heard them do double lead on records. Hey, let's find out here. Let's see. Guitar. Yeah, they did have three guitar players. Marcus King, possibly the future of blues, has a gift. I'll look that guy up and check him out. Yeah, that's one thing with me. Like a lot of the modern people, I just don't know them. I know Samantha Fish. I know Justin Johnson. Um, I tend to stick with the old crappy sounding records. I like a fucking record that sounds like shit. Guitar Army, that was the thing for southern rock bands in the 70s. Oh yes, indeed. Like, oh yeah, like Leonard Skinner, when they had like fucking three or four guitar players. Molly Hatchet, they had too many. Damn, Allman Brothers had two drummers. You familiar with any Magic Slim blues tunes? Do you mean Magic Sam? North Carolina boy as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like me some North Carolina. Like, in fact, you go to like Maggie Valley or somewhere during the summer. It's pretty cool there. Blues by old dead blind guys. Yeah, that's the kind I like. Yeah, I like old scratchy, shitty sounding records. No grid alignment, no vocal tuning, like or auto tune. Yeah. Rock songs that I hear these days that are, where the drums are aligned to the grid and they're auto tuned, and it's obvious when you hear it. Like that stuff is like, I dare say, like, offensive to me. I mean, it's fucking rock and roll. Like, why do you got to do that? It's not techno. You know any Grateful Dead? Candyman is one of my favorite acoustic songs of theirs. I believe that was a song that originally came from Gary Davis. I might have to do that one day. Of course, one of my South Carolina guys. He was a bluesman from South Carolina, and he actually taught what's his name? Jerry Garcia some guitar. I'm going to Maggie Valley next month. You motherfucker! I want to go there. That was like always my favorite vacation spot. I would drive up to Cherokee to the reservation and hang out there and stuff, and go to Gatlinburg. There was a banjo player, my favorite banjo player of all time, and the greatest of all time. I'm pretty sure, like, at least on a technical level, was Raymond Fairchild. He had a place in Maggie Valley called the Maggie Valley Opry House. He died a few years ago. He actually sold my dad some corn liquor. He was a moonshiner. And my dad's like, I can't walk down the street with this stuff. He put it in a trash bag. So he could carry it back to the hotel. And my dad's like, I don't want to get caught with this walking down the street. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. I know the fucking sheriff. Yeah, if you like banjo music, if you like bluegrass, look up Raymond Fairchild out of Maggie Valley, North Carolina. He was the greatest. I mean, Earl Scruggs is the king of it, but I liked Raymond's stuff the best. Like, as far as just like the way he played. And we would go up to Maggie Valley and see him, and he'd hang out with you. He'd sit on the front porch of that Opry House and talk to you and stuff. And he had some damn good liquor too. They're stripping music of its soul with click tracks. I don't mind a click track, but when you take it after the fact and you align it to a grid, like every drum beat is right on this line, that's really what ruins stuff and takes the humanity out of it. Check out Goodbye Carolina by Marcus King. He performed it at the Grand Ole Opry playing his grandfather's guitar. Yeah, I'll look that up. And this guy says, nice, it'll be my first time there in Maggie Valley. Well, let's see. Let me tell you what to check out when you go up there. I mean, the Maggie Valley Opry House is closed now because Raymond died. There's a distillery in town that you can visit, and they'll give you a tour of the distillery. They got some really good liquor there. Let's see. They got the gem and mineral shop that I like to go to. I'm kind of a nerd for rocks and fossils and things like that. You can drive up the road to Cherokee. That's basically a complete tourist town. It's an Indian reservation, and they have a casino up there you can visit. It's a nice place to unwind. You can get a hotel like right on the side of the creek up there. How about Lightning Hopkins? I play Bring Me My Shotgun. Like, I do that with the band sometimes. I definitely have to bring that one out. Popcorn had Shine too in Maggie Valley. Oh, you're talking about Popcorn Sutton. Yeah. Well, people watch this Moonshiner show. They used to talk about him on there, like this show on TV. Yeah, Popcorn Sutton used to own a junk shop or antique shop like right outside of Maggie Valley when you were on your way to the Cherokee Reservation. And yeah, he made liquor, and he ran the antique shop. Like we used to ride by it like every time I was up there when I was a kid. You have a great thumb, by the way. Yeah, it gets wore out on some of those finger picking songs. Am I breaking up here? It's like my live feed that I'm getting looks like it's breaking up. Like my video looks like it's breaking up. Popcorn Sutton. Let's see. We took that fishing and poured shots in red Solo cups. It literally melted the cup like gasoline would. I never drank his stuff, but I did get to drink Raymond Fairchild's stuff. I had to pull over, broke out in sweats, and was blind for a few. Oh damn! I thought he was pretty good at making this stuff. Says video looks fine here. Okay, that's good. It's just on my end. I've got crap internet. I actually my internet comes through a hotspot. Like AT&T won't even give me a line out here, you know. Shout out from South Texas, Texas Blues. Yeah, I ought to do some Lightning Hopkins. I need to do a video on him. He was a Texas guy. Blind Lemon Jefferson was a Texas guy. You know, he kind of started the country blues as far as being popular in the 20s. See, we rented a cabin out in the woods. Going to take the mandolin and see if I can find a jam going on. I think they have a bluegrass jam at the distillery that I was talking about earlier. Let's see, not breaking up. You're good. Dennis Cartwright, $10. Thank you for that, sir. Thank you for the great finger picking and the chat time. Oh yeah, I've been enjoying these. Like I did the one last week. It's pretty enjoyable for me. Kind of so it's a lot more like playing a gig than recording a video. I mean, when I do the videos, it's just really nerve wracking. I get like red light fever. I'm running the camera and all that stuff, and it's not like playing live at all. I mean, for some reason, like every time I turn on a camera, like all these planes start flying over. It's like the goddamn Luftwaffe's bombing me or something. I got many a video. You can hear me going, "God damn it, fucking plane!" Like, the stuff I edit out. It says get some Freddie King too. Oh, I play Freddie King with the band. We do Hideaway, and sometimes we do Have You Ever Loved a Woman? Timing is everything, dude. Oh, yeah, it sure is. You should tell that to some drummers. I'll tell you what, man. You start a band, like the most out of time motherfucker in that band will, like 90% of the time, like be the drummer. All your content is great. Well, thanks for that. Towns Van Zandt and Lightning Hopkins were good friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably do a video and bring me my shotgun here soon. I've got a Lightning record here somewhere. Where's it at? Oh, there he is. Hopkins there. I smoke these things down to the nub. Like I don't smoke them down to the band point. I get all that nicotine out of there. See, they put the heroin right here, like in this part. So you got to get to that part. Let's hear some more picking, Bubba. I might play a couple more when I get done with this cigar here. But yeah, I'll be getting up on 2 hours pretty soon. So I'll probably play, one more or so, like, before I get out of here. Freddie King's Key to the Highway is hella funky. I didn't even know he did that. I've never heard him doing it. Yeah, speaking of Key to the Highway, there's my Bill Brunsey record. He made that song popular. I'm thinking about doing a video on that song too. Have you heard the Harold sessions? He went electric. You talking about what you talking about? Bill Brunsey or Lightning Hopkins? Lightning Hopkins. Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot of his electric stuff. I don't know the names of individual sessions, but like I have heard some of his like electric stuff. How about Hound Dog, my favorite? Oh yeah, I played that one many times. If you're talking about the Elvis song or the Big Mama Thornton song, he originally played it. Rosetta Tharpe. Oh yeah, she had a damn SG. That was like the coolest fucking guitar ever. And yeah, she was a pretty damn good guitar player. I think she had the SG from when they were still calling them Les Pauls. Oh, Hound Dog Taylor. Okay, yeah, don't know too much about him. This thing's trying to go out on me. Damn it. Break out the crack lighter. Yeah, I actually just got my hands on an SG. Don't see a lot of blues guys using them. There's a few. Don't let Derek Trucks guy play one. Yeah, he got one. But very loud guitar, like it's like a really hot guitar. The one I got is, at least. Need a roach clip. I don't know what you would use on a cigar as a roach clip. I tell you what, y'all. Before I leave, we'll play one more like I did last week. We'll do a Blind Blake song. I'll do that in a few minutes. Like we're getting up on the 2 hour mark. Hubert Sumlin, yeah, he came to the Blind Willie Festival over in Thompson one year. He played a Les Paul, I believe, with his fingers. That was old Helen Wolf guitar player. Battery cable clip. Yeah, I think I'm like the only guy in history that probably needs a roach clip for a cigar. We're getting there, getting down to the nub. Steady rolling Bob Margolin. I don't think I'm too familiar with him. Man, we got a pretty good crowd tonight. You give me a hell yeah if y'all want to see another one next week, next Wednesday. Says do it. He wrote columns for guitar players. Oh, okay. Everybody's giving me a hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's some delay on this thing. And TT says steady rolling man. Okay, all right. I'll do that. A few seconds. Old folks used to chew that last bit of the cigar. That's what my old man used to do. He didn't smoke tobacco ever in his life, but he liked to chew on cigars. But he thought cigarettes were the dumbest thing ever. He's like, they don't even get you fucked up. Goddamn, I'm gonna do something like that. I want to get fucked up on it. Talking about Texas blues, I always like to hear Mance Linscomb. I'm not as familiar with him as I'd like to be. We used to eat the weed roaches when we were younger. Yeah, weed, like you can actually eat that stuff apparently. Like people are doing edibles, and tobacco not so much. Can't eat that. You'd probably get sick on it. Then the worm and the tequila. I had the tequila with the worm on it. What's that stuff called? Like mezcal or something? I'm not a big tequila guy, though. I'll tell you what I do got here, though. And even this is not normal for me. I like some Jack Daniels. I'm a guy that drinks a lot of scotch. I don't really like American whiskey all that much. I just decided to buy some Jack Daniels just kind of on a whim. I mean, the American whiskey tastes a little too, like, just oaky. I guess like like the Scotch stuff. They use like used barrels, and so it's not like drinking a fucking burnt oak tree or something. And then they had booze with Goldflake in it. Yeah, I was 19. I had the Goldschlager experience, and that was the one and only time I ever drank that. I had a very luxurious gilded experience in the bathroom the next morning. Jack or Jim, what's the best? I think they're about equal, as far as I can tell. I think my favorite American whiskey is Maker's Mark, though. Nowadays, I stick with Crown Royal, no hangover. I always, no offense to my Canadian friends, I always thought the Canadian liquor was kind of like it was kind of like too inoffensive or something. Like it was almost like the Budweiser of liquor. I never could get with the Crown Royal and the R&R and all that stuff. All right, we just got a few minutes left here. I'll play a couple songs for y'all before I get out of here. I think that's enough of this cigarist. This damn thing's like just turned to shreds. If y'all will give me 1 second, I'm going to step outside and get rid of some of this beer that's in my system, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, let me move this mic over here and we'll play a couple songs and then get out of here. How about the late, great Stevie Ray Vaughan? Well, yeah, I play his stuff every week when I play with the band. Texas Flood, yeah, we're actually working on that one. We play Pride and Joy, and we do Cold Shot, yeah. Alrighty. About some Blind Blake. Cut this air conditioner off, hell. See if I can nail this one. Blind Blake is notoriously hard to play. That was shite. Like my fingernails like have gotten torn off. Like, yeah. We had a steady rolling man earlier. No capo on that. What am I doing? Might get the lyrics to this one right. All right, here we go. There's some Blind Blake and some Robert Johnson for you. I picked the day to do a finger picking episode when my fingernails are all fucked up. So yeah, that was not my favorite rendition of Blind Blake there. That actually sounds better on that old parlor guitar. Awesome on the lateral sense of the world, literal sense of the world. So everybody seems to be liking that. He said he nails the voice as well as the playing. So some of those Robert Johnson songs, I can just about kind of get his, his vocal style going on. I'm almost kind of in the same range that he had, I think. You sing all that stuff good. I never called myself a good singer. I was just always the guy that got stuck doing it. But those of you who were here last week, does it sound more balanced this time? I've got compression going on this one. I'm still learning how to use this broadcasting software I'm using, and they do have a compressor on it. I'll listen back to this video later and see what I can improve on the on the technical end of it. I wish I had somebody here to help me, but I'm the only person who knows how to run this kind of stuff, like this kind of software. Glenn Godfrey, Canadian $10. Thank you very much for that, sir. Great music, Edward. Okay, yeah, appreciate that. The guitar seems overdriven a bit. Oh yeah, I got him pumped up pretty loud. Guitar input is a bit loud. Okay, yeah. I always overcompensate on the guitar thing on here because, the acoustics are pretty damn quiet. Actually, you have to pump the mic up a lot. Maybe I pumped it up too much. Might have been getting some some boom out of it too. 'Cause I might have had it too close to the sound hole. I just need to get like one other person who knows like the basics of a goddamn computer and sound stuff to kind of sit there and run sound for me. Negative 2 dBs, is that what it maxed out at? Could use a bit more treble. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's no EQ on this interface I'm using here. I don't have a proper mixer in here. This little interface box here has just got volume knobs on it, and that's it. It might be an EQ in the software I'm using here. You could do the whole Robert Johnson album. I've been thinking about doing that. I'd have to license all that stuff, so it would cost me. Like I'd have to go through Harry Fox or something and pay royalties on it. His stuff's still tied up, But I mean, if this album I'm about to come out with, does pretty good, I'll probably do a Robert Johnson record. In fact, I might do a Robert Johnson episode on here, like just doing a bunch of Robert Johnson songs with this live thing, Think I got enough to fill 45 minutes or so that I can do halfway confidently. It's all good. It is what it is. It's learning on the job. Yes, it certainly is. I'm definitely still in the learning process of live broadcasting. Not my wheelhouse. Do you have original material? I got some weird originals from years ago. I mean, I might write some stuff for the next round of recordings that I do. You don't need to go to the crossroad. I've been there. I've been to the place they call the crossroad in Clarksdale. I took a picture there. I went down there late at night, and Satan was there, and he handed me a contract written on a Google YouTube stationery. I said, I offer you mild internet fame at the cost of your soul. And I signed it. Sounded really good. Guitar input was a bit high, is all. Love what you do. You make our day all the time. Yeah, I got to quit overcompensating for that guitar. Maybe I should get some earbuds or something I can monitor this stuff with. Because I can't find anybody to run it for me while I'm playing. It would be fun to watch your process. I might do a video on how I do things around here and how I film videos and shit. Like that might be a good idea. Might do a little studio tour. I've actually got some historic stuff in here that I could show y'all. I've got a painting of a congressman from the 1800s like hanging on my wall over there. Sounds good. Soul for Google. Yeah, just Susan Wojcicki owns my soul. Get the old lady to run sound. she knows absolutely nothing about like sound. Like she don't even listen to blues. Like she's Chinese. Like she listens to pop and stuff. See if I can angle this camera just right. You said you'd love to see it. Let me point this camera over here without knocking stuff over. Man, well, I'm gonna knock stuff over anyway. Maybe I can pick it up here. There's the painting back there. You kind of can't see it because of the light, but that is George Tillman. He was the brother of a famous South Carolina politician named Ben Tillman. That was painted in Washington when he was in Congress too. There's a label on the back. There's too many bottles here. Your soul is now ineligible for monetization. Yeah. No. Let me tell you what happened on the last stream. They content ID'd "Dust My Broom" and misidentified it as a completely different song. So I contested it as usual, and I always win those. And like the damn people, the publishing company that content ID'd me, like upheld it and said no, fuck you. So I appealed it, like completely different song. They struck me for it. So that's the fun part of doing music on YouTube. Half of the songs I've gotten content ID'd were like misidentified as completely different songs and stuff. You know, a lot of these blues songs sound the same. Are you familiar with Bert Jansch, the acoustic guitarist from England who influenced Jimmy Page's acoustic playing? Black Mountainside. I don't think I'm too familiar with him. I'd have to look that up. Over on the other wall, like I got a picture of my great grandmother from like about 1900 too. Then I got back here. I got Daddy's moonshine jug. He used to get pissed off if I touched this thing. He'd get pissed off like, "Don't touch my damn jug." Let me show you how to get really demonetized. This here is a replica Civil War Navy pistol here. It's like a cap and ball gun. This was also my old man's. It doesn't work. You can't shoot it. Like it's he did something to fuck it up. So yeah, just some of the random stuff I got in here. But I think I'll get off of here now. We've been doing this for like 2 hours and 15 minutes almost. So I think I'm going to call it a night. We'll do this again next week. Haven't figured out what the theme is going to be for next week, like what kind of music I'm going to be playing, but we'll figure something out. Let's see. Best I have is Civil War chess set from Crooked Creek, Alabama. Oh, cool. Do I have any actual Civil War artifacts? I don't. Well, I don't think so. But besides, like, well, the painting over there is from a guy who was in the Civil War. I used to have like some fake Confederate money. Oldest thing I have is my grandpa's radio. It has tubes. Oh, were you here earlier when I was talking about that radio over there? That's a tube radio from like 1935. But, all right, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. We'll see y'all next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Cheers. And have a happy 420 if you're into that kind of thing. You're smoking that stuff. Smoke out. All right.